Buonasera a tutti. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And we are officially live. Guys hear me weird? Let me know. I don't know. Once again, the internet connection doesn't work properly as I provide, but continue on with the likes and subscription, as I got lots to talk about my Paesanos. Veramente lots. So let me just double check. Just continue. Bim bum bim bara boom. Allora, ragazzi, buonasera a tutti. Hope everybody is enjoying Family's Day, because it is Family's Day here in Vancouver. Well, in Canada, so happy Family's Day to you. To myself, I did enjoy it. I might as well let out all my anger on what happened on Saturday, because the topic of today, big drama in the Siro. Is this conspiracy? Is it reality? My reality? Maybe your reality? But we'll have to wait and see, because I've been hearing so much crap since Saturday, you have no idea. But to my fellow Interisti out there, Juventini, Milanisti, leave your comments down below, and we'll share and we'll rant it all out, because what are we been witnessing? It's completely vergonia. Before anything, put a beautiful like and subscribe, please, and do me a favor, like and share, of course, and stay tuned. Maybe tomorrow we'll do live, because we're not gonna just touch on tonight the Inter Juve game, but we'll touch a little bit the Serie A. Then, of course, we do a little bit of prediction on what are we going to expect, because tomorrow is the Champions. So might as well take advantage if there's no delays whatsoever. I'll definitely be alive. And, of course, tonight I'm supposed to bring a fellow Interista, but seems like to me, who's busy, who doesn't want to chat, or who is fair on their words, because through thousands of Interisti out there, I can only count 2, 3 that I can get along, and I agree what I had to say. But then the rest, they don't face reality. All this conspiracy of the Marotta League, all the fact that we are better than you, Interista. Really? Last time I checked that during the game, under 10 men, we almost beat you guys. But last time I checked, and through all of you were saying that Inter is not that great. Inter this, Inter that. Now you win unconvincingly, robbed, with a better team. I don't think so. And don't get me wrong, I'm the first one to say the way it is. I always said it. You can look at my latest video, even the last time we beat you guys 4-3. What did I say? We got pretty lucky. At least I am honest. Like, you people keep on telling me, oh, you think the win against Inter, you're going to win the Scudetto. Nobody said anything about the Scudetto. But having you guys win it that way, it is complete vergogna. Before I continue on, of course, we got Mr. Anthony LaFleur in the house. Buonasera, Anthony, and he is an Interista. Athena was an awful referee the game because of how inconsistent his calls were. Well, not only that, he did a lot of big mistakes. We'll touch on that. No problem. The inconsistent interpretation of VAR has to change, because it's almost every week there's always controversial in Serie A. Well, 100%. I've been talking to Premier League fans. I've been talking to. This is Serie A's worse. And it's not just the Inter, but let's not deny the fact that you Inter have been given way too much. Even Milan, like until Friday, you guys were complaining about the so-called cause that hasn't been given to you against Napoli, correct? But when it's on your favor, oh, Juventus speaking to a gobbo di merda, this and that, ma di che cazzo stiamo parlando, ragazzi? What are we talking about here? Like, having you guys since Saturday attacking me, it is unbelievable. But I can speak facts, but you guys can't. And enjoy this moment until you can, because the moment that you guys lose the Scudetto, like it happened when the Pioli took it away, when recently Conte, uh, uh, il famoso 5 maggio, when we beat you guys. So, I did say you're a Milanista. I did say before I mentioned your comment. He's a Milanista, but it's not just him. And you guys can say, oh, he's a Milanista. Of course, he wanted us to win. But it's outside, not only Milanista, other fans as well. If you guys can take reality, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because, man, not only that Kalulu got the first yellow, okay, from Barella, which it shouldn't be called, then he gets a second one with a simple touch from Mr. Bastoni. Like the guy barely touches him. He is a good diver, I think he learned it because there has been Interista complaining how they got the peak against Liverpool, right? That was a weak call. Well, I still learned it from that guy. But what is embarrassing through the Serie A, which unfortunately this Bastardo, we will be seeing him, unfortunately, sul team della Gazzetta dello Sport said, because what did really happen? Oh, hold on a second, Bruce. I got a topic that I want to get. The biggest picture in Serie A, which is dove cazzo sta? Ecco. Sto bastardo celebrating while Kalulu gets the red card. And I know you guys are going to say, oh, what about the Quadrato? Oh, what about the Chiellini? This guy is a freaking pezzo di merda numero uno. Now, do I agree the fact that Juventini he's getting threats? The poor guy cannot get out of this house? No, I do not agree on that. Absolutely, and nobody should be doing threats. Like even with Morata, with Vlahovic, absolutely not. But this guy, all he did is embarrass himself. One, he talks so stupid, even criticizing the poor people that makes €1,000 a month. Speaking to the guy that makes 6 million a year, you don't even know the word sacrifice. You people call this guy the top defender in the world. Ma dove? Then you do that thing over there, and luckily Kivo woke up and kicked him out. Mannaggia miseria, ragazzi, what can I tell you? What can I tell you, boys? It's just one thing after another. Buonasera, Raf, and it's just far away embarrassing, if you ask. Really embarrassing. So, see what Anthony has to say. You could say that both cards given to Kalulu are questionable. Well, yeah, that's what I just said, Anthony. And I'm not the only one saying it. A lot of people are saying it. But then, if you guys want to deny reality, that's not my problem. That's not my problem at all. Because, I don't talk about the rest too much. But one thing after another, it gets a little bit too much. And it is true that the Serie A is terrible. Like, after all this happened, La Pena, here's another example how Serie A has begun. La Pena, this bastardo maledetto, you know, after he did a bad job, he gets disqualified. Now, you ask me, ragazzi, okay, the poor bastard gets disqualified, but what does it put in our pocket? Nothing. We lost the 3 points. You know, yes, we're minus 15. But did I say that we were going to win the Scudetto? No. That's an embarrassment, an embarrassment. Now, I had interest in message me all day, even today. Oh, but when it happened to us, listen, we can agree that you had your fair calls against Napoli when Napoli beat you the first time, correct? But technically, do you actually think you would have beaten Napoli? I think Napoli was a better team. Now, we even see the Milan. There have been a lot of lucky calls there, you know, and that's not denied because even against the Lazio game, you know, Napoli too, with Bologna, same kind of thing. You know, barely touches the guy fails, and he gets Holland gets you know, a PK at the end. You know, it's just very embarrassing. So I don't know what else to tell you, but it's Serie A in general. Then I'm warning you what I said on my latest videos. If Inter wins the Scudetto, it's just totally embarrassing for the Serie A. All right. How can you get these guys? Then you have La Russa talking online. Oh, we could have beat Inter, no problem, even if they were 11. Then all you guys do since Saturday, bringing up the past. But when I be cocky about my nice Scudetto, oh, that is the past. Oh, you guys robbed. Yeah. But you guys are angels, right? You guys are so wonderful. Never deny. Like on Saturday, one of my friends messaged me. I haven't heard from him since November when he lost with Napoli. Then he comes on and messages me, say, oh, che bella vittoria. Yeah, bella vittoria, my ass. But when it's on your guys' favor, it is totally beautiful, isn't it? And let's not start out with this BS by saying that I am not objective whatsoever. I always give credit where it's due. All right? But if you guys you want to see the bad stuff when I say the facts about Inter, like what can I tell? Like under 10 men, we still could have beat you guys. Fair and square. Fair and square. Hey, either you like it or not. It's not gonna change my way of thinking or the whole world because we have Rafi's a Lazio fan. He's a Vergogna. I hope that he will not be called up in the national team. Well, unfortunately, the latest on Gazzetta said he's going to be called because they don't have other option. Because now Di Lorenzo is out, even though she has Calafiori, but is Bastoni going to do any good? Thanks to Bastoni and Di Marco put together a Mancini. How many goals did we conceded? 16? 18 during the playoffs? I don't know, man. It's just terrible. Then, speaking play-wise, we can blame on the Gregorio that did a big boo-boo on the first goal by Henriquez. That was a pretty lucky goal, if you ask me. Like straight up, boys. And the Gregorio once again, per carità, signore. The mistakes that this guy does, it is unreal. Then Zelinski at the last minute. It's just, and I've been complaining about Di Gregorio for a very long time, but boys, I think he needs to leave. In the summer, I want that guy to leave. So, 1 second, because I always forget who else scored in that team on the Inter side. Zelinski. Oh, yeah. Cambiaso Argo. Peter Esposito, everybody's getting excited about this guy, Peter Esposito. Whatever. But then Cambiasso finds Rinci scores. And then what a beauty from Mr. Locatelli. He played so well. And then we were at 2-2. A beautiful goal from Locatelli. Finally, Locatelli has been scoring. Like they put their heart under 10 men. Then Spalletti finally was trying to make some changes. Yeah, we couldn't get the situation resolved. Let's go through some comments. You played very well against him. To me, you should have won the match. Yeah, but you never win. It's not all roses of sunshine. What am I talking about Openda? No, I wasn't talking about Openda. I was talking about Locatelli. No, I didn't mention about Openda, if you ask me. Who else you want to talk about? Jonathan David? That he's a ghost. He had somehow, some way he had to get out. Even Openda, I'm not a really big fan of him. But Conceição, your speakers are fucked. Guys in the chat, let me know if maybe it's mine. Speakers, I don't know what's going on. Hold on a second, boys. I will be right back. Thank you for the warning. There's always something. I didn't say nothing about Openda. But you guys, can you still hear me? Because I don't want to go back and forth. I don't know this thing. No, I was talking about Openda. Now we got JJ Superbar. Well, welcome to the channel, bro. Is it your first time? What's up, Reno? How about Morata and his cheap ass comments attacking Chiellini, bringing up games from years ago? I was going to touch into that, but thank you for reminding me. Because the beauty of this game at the end, finally, we had some justice to be made. Seeing Spalletti, Comoli attacking the referee, Chiellini. Boys, sorry. Then after hearing, which I heard the whole video from Mr. Morata, and you expect a guy like that with class whatsoever, but let me find it because I did wrote it somewhere. Hold on a second, then we can all touch on it. I guess I did not. Well, Chiellini speak up at the end, yes. Not when you need something. I should have prepared these things before, but it never works out that way, doesn't it? It never works out. Okay, I found it. Yeah, Marotta, 2 days later, especially mentions Juventus. Okay. Sitting past incident and belittles Chiellini by calling him a young, inexperienced executive. Really. With the arrogant demeanor. Really. In a short, discreet lapse and stuff from Marotta, okay. But then he even complained about Quadrado, Chiellini, of course. I remember that game when Chiellini got touched, got a fall. He fell down, and then there was a PK. Then Quadrado scored that goal when they lost the Scudetto to Milan. I remember that, yeah. But his ignorance by saying that with the that he's arrogant, Chiellini. Then I have to hear from the Interisti that Juventus don't have style. But do you guys have style? Ma di che cazzo vogliamo parlare? Especially him, with total respect, nobody can judge him as a manager, but Marotta. You're under the FIGG and you're with La Russa that hates Juventus, which the guy was still bitching, complaining about the past. Why La Russa uh, joined as a president of sports? Because he wanted to jeopardize Juventus. And this is what is reality. I'm not the only one saying it. Even Milanisti has been saying it, and Napolitani. Everybody has been saying this. But if you guys don't want to face reality, I can do nothing about it. I think we should have someone on the bench who was expendable and only there to make the refs hell, even stuff like that. We had Agnelli. This show wasn't going a long way too far. He was always complaining against Gravina and everybody. Yes, Elkan called Gravina, but what does Elkan really gonna do about it? Elkan, the biggest bitch of history in Serie A in the world. All this shit is happening. Not just Juventus, yeah, even other teams they get against, all because of Elkan that he accepted the patteggiamento last year to clear things off. And that's why the system has become worse and worse. Do you agree or you disagree? I'm lost in words because whoever I talk to, I'm in so many chats. So I've been doing this for years. We're not talking about culture anymore. I hope if I'm doing a live tomorrow, in my next video tomorrow after the Champions League, we can finally talk about culture and have some fun. Hopefully tomorrow I can bring some guests. We'll see. But you can't talk about culture anymore. And it's just ridiculous, if you ask me. Let's go on, Tony. No, I'm saying that there needs to be someone on the coaching staff who goes out and berates the refs and has to be removed security. Hey, we can all wish that would happen. Well, Spalletti did his part at the end. He did speak up. There's nothing really much you can do. Surprised that Comoli speak up at the end. I'm not a big fan of Comoli, but a pazienza e poco. But then Comoli and Chiellini, correct me if I'm wrong, how you call it? They got like a little suspension whatsoever. Not a suspension. They got called up because after what based on their actions. You know what I mean? It's complete pathetic, to be quite honest. But what was really bad about this, well, about Kivo, his thoughts on Kivo. This is what Spalletti had to say about this on Kivo's remarks. I'm not going to override the directors and John Elkan. I can say Pierre is a good guy, a decent person, and to be called a fool by an opposing coach is something I never expected, especially when it came from someone like Kivo. Then again, this would give me an opportunity to speak on the behavior of Inter's player, but I don't want to do that. Because even Kivo, he lost his mind based on what he said. Like, honestly, Well, it could be a soft call, but it's a PK. Okay, Kivo, whatever you say, buddy. I think you got pretty much jeopardizing the Marotta League. Yeah, let's continue with this nonsense and and let's let the magic happen, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Even now that Azzurri is going back in action. I don't know if I'm even gonna support the Azzurri after this bullshit because it's making us not liking what we're seeing. Like they're taking off our passion. Like they're destroying culture. You know, me. I don't wish anything bad about the Azzurri at this moment. Having these idiots in charge. And you actually think that they accept They have a chance to go in the playoffs. They have a chance. Like, let's be real, man. It is quite ridiculous. Oh, sorry, bro. Ravina in the stands sitting with Inter manager. Ridiculous. What's going on over there? Well, not only Gravina, la Russa. You know, a whole bunch of Interisti having fun, trying to find their way to jeopardize us. That's their goal. Why Italian Calcio is going to shit? Because these guys are worried about jeopardizing Juventus. And when I keep on saying that Serie A is in the shits, that's the reality of things. And if you don't want to accept it, hey, Paesano, pazienza. I'm kind of with you now. If missing the World Cup is what it takes to get change, then it is what it is. I'm not wishing upon it, but I'm not really too excited either way they go in or not. But even though if they get out the third time, would it change anything? Will Gravina reassign? We'll see, because after the third time, somebody needs to do something. You ask me? So it will be nice to see them going Canada against Canada in Toronto, but man, let's be real. Let's be real. So let's see. And what's so funny, JJ Superbar? Where are you from, my friend? This is the first time I see you. Well, welcome to the channel. I hope to see you more. I try to do as much live as I can. Like tomorrow, I try to do a little bit earlier than this one so we can have lots of fun and talk about the champions. The champions. I guess I had enough talk about this game because I've been talking about it since, you know, oh, you're from Toronto. Well, welcome, Paesano. Welcome. Inter's coach, he is not a great coach. Inter want to win Champions League this season. I promise. No, not a chance. Even if they go to the final, bro, we're gonna enjoy another five papine. Did you guys all forget about this? Hold on. We're talking about Champions League. I'm gonna make this fun and interesting. Hold on a second here. Like Mr. Bastoni enjoy being the idiot that he is, but I definitely enjoy this. Cartonato di merda, vergognati, sei la vergogna del calcio italiano. Now, before I continue on, oh, grande, Santino's cousin. Oh, who you don't speak to? Yes, he's from Toronto. What was your name again? I saw the JJ. Yeah, you're the guy that has the bakery whatsoever. Yeah, yeah. Wow. It's the first time I see. I know you follow me for a while, but it's the first time I see you, bro. Joe La Man, La Manna. Yeah, Grande Joe. Grande, finally. Now we got an Interista here. Mario Protestio from Toronto. I love the stadio. Complete vergogna. What you gotta say about that, Mario? When I heard last time I heard from you, you said you didn't want to win that way. Now you're happy of the 3 points. You're talking like somebody that we know on YouTube said the 3 points is 3 points. Like I said, and I repeat, caro Mario, goditi adesso, poi non godi più, cartonato. Then I am gonna be one. Be happy if Milan wins this. And don't get me wrong, my mom is a Milanista, so don't even start with me. And talk about Milan, Roberto, Inter a pile of garbage. Tell them, Roberto, tell them, Interista a casa. This is where all it starts, how Inter wins. Let's start off with the Marotta League. Okay? Inzaghi back in the day. What about this one? Fare an excuse. Juve Inter, mica italiani. Il problema è che sapendo che siamo troppo forti, a volte ci arrabbiamo. Notice that we are too great, we come down. This was like from last year. But as Concesao enjoyed a nice cigar after that, did anybody forget about this Bacala, the biggest diver of Serie A? But no, nobody talks about that. Are you kidding me? No, we are the most honest team in the world. Oh, gli onesti. Ma vata mean. Testa di me. Intervince onestamente. Hold on a second. I gotta get this one second. Bestemmia. Yeah. Well, but this one last year when La Torres did a Bestemmia. I know. Are you kidding me? You guys get away every single moment, and you're sitting here complaining. Then, in conclusion, Bastoni, keep crying. Sitting here complaining about us. You guys are an embarrassment. Get over it. It took you so while. Well, then we forgot about Cacciobli. Who created Cacciobli? Moratti. Cinque Maggio, when Ronaldo was crying. Like, what are we talking about here? Embarrassing club and organization. Inter at its best. Yeah, true it is. But hey, Roberto, we've seen this poesia on, and even last year, even last time when Pioli won the Scudetto with you guys, they had all this help in the world, but then it went up loud. So let them enjoy till they can, and at the end, we will put the story together. Now let's continue on, guys, in the chat. Let's roll. Interista, where are you, Interista? Huh? All day messaging me. Get your ass over here and let's talk about it. Come on. Stop being a bunch of chicken. Okay? Let's get into the Il Godo section and let's rock and roll. You got Mario, he's an Interista. Well, I guess people hate Inter. Nobody likes you, okay? You hate Juventus too, don't deny it. You're just acting like a victim. So, and we have another bastardo Interista. Yeah, godi di adesso, poi non godi più, Canosa. Vai. Let's continue. Guys in the chat, stir it up, let's go. I know all of you are hear me what I have to say. So continue on. Now with this week's Serie A, besides the drama whatsoever, what else have we witnessed? Well, I got the Champions League here. Hold on a second. Besides Milan Pisa, finally Milan wins 2-1, which they are at this moment 8 points away from Inter. Canosa, nobody's crying here. Nobody's crying. You're the one cried. Until Friday, you guys were bitching, complaining about the rest about Napoli, but now it's on your favor, and you don't admit to the reality, right, Canosa? But like I said, Canosa, and I repeat, I'm gonna be laughing until you're gonna cry. You're gonna have zero titoli, capisci? Quindi vatta a dormire. So Milan, did it? Okay, let me check this Milan because it was funny how Kalulu gets a red card, and funny enough, Rabiot gets a red card at the 90th minute, but still managed to win by the last goal from Modric. But this Milan, Me personally, you know my thoughts about Allegri, but anything can be possible with one Caminado. We'll see because these bastardi, uh, Interisti, they're not dropping points, but we got to see on their next games. Well, there's the Champions League, then they're going against Lecce. The chances are they're going to win. Then we got to see Milan. So they're 8 points away, but me personally, I don't like how they play, but we'll have to wait and see because with Serie A, anything can happen. Thoughts about Milan? You guys think they can catch up with Inter, win the Scudetto, or be happy second place? Which they have 23. They haven't been losing in 23 games between the ties and the wins. Boys, it is Allegri. He got the players. One Campeonato. Let's be real. Oh, here we go. Inter got pimped versus Liverpool. Really? Well, did Bastoni learn to dive like that Liverpool player did? Because pretty much that's what happened with Kalul. He barely touched him. He's a very good diver specialist. I think he learned it from Lautaro and that guy from Liverpool. But hey, you guys going to manage to win. Technically, that's what they're saying. That was a PK, but that wasn't a red card. And I'm not the only one saying it. Even the first yellow card from Barella. Mario, come on, man. Stop being... you're becoming like Anthony Canosa. By the way, Canosa is my Paesano. Well, I can't say Paesano because he's a povero interista, which luckily his brother is Juventino. At least I can have a conversation with his brother. But with this guy, Anthony, per carità. Anyways, we play Como Wednesday. This Wednesday. Oh, boy. Now, Roberto, his take on Milan. Every game into place in Serie A, as you see how the game is, how VAR and the rest, especially that game into play versus Verona, when Bastoni should have get sent off. True, but there has been favors on your end too, Roberto. Don't deny it. But it's funny that Bastoni causes trouble in the Verona game. It happened last year when he punched that guy, and then somehow they scored, which it should be. He should have get a red card, but Bastoni always gets away with it. And now the same thing even this year. I don't know what to tell you, man. So playing with Como. Well, Como's going to be tough. But we'll see. Where are you guys playing in Como, Anthony? In Milano, correct? Moving on the latest. Lazio Atalanta. Hey, nah. Don't even try me, bro. Don't even say that. Not a chance. Chiellini, Bastoni, he has to know how to sew Chiellini's shoes, buddy. You can't compare Chiellini to Bastoni. Hell no. Give me a break. You should say, is Bastoni the next Materazzi? I'm pretty sure he's veramente cafone like Materazzi. You can tell me that. So at the San Siro. Interesting. Speaking of Lazio, yeah, fan a boogie, brother. Roberto. Okay, before I go to Lazio, is Como better than Juve? I don't know. Is Como better than Inter? They're going against you guys at Coppa Italia. Yes, you won last time 4-0. And is Udinese better than Inter? I remember at the beginning you guys lost with Udinese. Mamma mia, che vergogna. What else? Who else did you lose? With Milan. With Milan. Under Allegri. How embarrassing is that, Mario? And to my fellow Interisti out there. You imagine me doing a hate-along? Inter against Milan? Oh, boy. If Milan beats you guys, I'd be the most happiest person ever. Bottle us a champagne, buddy. a casa internet. Voi siete la vergogna del calcio italiano. You're a nobody. Siete useless. Your guys make it sound like you're the Real Madrid of Italy, which you're not. Siete la vergogna. Vergognatevi. Moving on. Oh, Grande Anthony, my paesano. Finally. Hope you're doing well, bro. I appreciate you at work. Ciao, paesano. Serious question. Has Inter ever earned a scudetto? Seems like they always get them handed to them. Okay, Anthony, I know me and you, we went back and forth. I even did say, we won't have catch up with the Inter or the Milan. And of course, you can tell me, the game was wrong, which I totally agree. We could have won this game. But did they earned? Guys in the chat, answer this question. Interisti, Milanisti, Juventini out there. Me personally, no. That's why, because if you remember at the beginning, I said Napoli and Milan, because Inter were, weren't getting the 3 points consistently. And now they are. Now they beat the big team. They beat us. Okay, robbery. Now we got to see against the Milan. And now they're going to go against Lecce, correct? So if you ask me, I'm sorry, bro. Well, not sorry. So to my fellow Interista, which I'm going to be attacked tonight. No. They make it sound. I'm going to leave this comment so people can answer the question, please. Sorry, Anthony. I'll leave this comment. They make it sound like they're the best team in the world, which they're not. They lost with PSG 5-0. Now, with Arsenal, yes, they're the bigger team, 3-0. With Atletico Madrid the last minute. Let's be real. Yes, we beat them under Tudor, which I even said, I was looking at the video. You guys can look at my video. We got kind of lucky. So, but 3 points is 3 points, correct? Now, before continue on the latest games, then we can catch up on the Classifica, and we'll talk about the Champions League, because now it seems like the comments are going wild. If we are going to have a chance to win the Scudetto at Milan, we have to stay within 5 points or less of Inter heading into the Derby, and we have to beat Inter again on March. So you guys going against them on March? Well, we'll wait and see, because we're looking into the next games. Of course, as Anthony from Inter Worldwide says, Milan only has one competition, and Inter has 4 more games extra because of the Coppa Italia at this moment in Champions League. Okay, let me talk about this. Half of the games Inter is playing, they're getting so much help from VAR and refs decision. It's embarrassing. Inter is the joke of Italy. Does it win of Italy? Yeah. That's why I've been here to my fellow Interista, even guys at work. They said that we suck, and they're convinced they're winning the Scudetto after Saturday. So continue on. Allora, Lazio Atalanta once again, which is surprising. Lazio, they were playing a Champions League final against us last week, but what happened on Saturday against Atalanta? 2-0. Man, Mr. Aladino is getting some real action on his way. Good on him. Happy for him. He's doing pretty good with Atalanta, which they sit at 6th place, close to Juventus, which Juventus is at 46. So, but this Lazio, yes, they almost beat us whatsoever. And again, there were some back goals. And yes, we did not play very well besides the second half. We put our heart out at the end. But Lazio's not that great. Now, we'll wait and see, because where is Lazio at this moment? They are 9th. So I don't know, man. Then moving on. Let's go to the last game. Napoli, Roma, 2-2, which we can say it's good on us for a tie, because if we look at the Classifica, 47 Roma and 46 Juventus. Then Napoli stands at 50. Was a good game. I liked how Roma played. The goalie saved, and even that player from Morocco, if I'm not mistaken, Donny Malen, he did a wonderful job on a penalty, and then he scored at the beginning. Then Spinazzola scores, and then Alisson Santos scores. So it was a good game. Roma played good, but they had the PK, they got the job done. I think well-deserved tie. Maybe Roma could have deserved to win, but it's Calcio. Napoli, yes, they play good on this game, but it's a up and down. Now we just gotta wait and see on the next games, because Conte only has one competition, and of course you gotta be careful on them too. But I doubt it. I think it's gonna be a very tight race between Milan and Inter. Now, guys, stir up these comments and questions. I will guide you in. Let's get into we'll get into predictions later. We'll go to the Champions League, and let's rock and roll. Now, I think Palladino could lead Atalanta to the Coppa Italia. Maybe, because they're going against Inter. So, and Inter always beats Atalanta. We'll see. I wish. My wishes never come. My dreams never come true. Malen continues to prove that he's a good signing for Roma. Yes, he is. But if you want Roma to do better, they need to bring some big guns under Gasperini, which this Roma has been good up and down, but they might fight for the top four if we get the 5th position for the Champions. Now, tomorrow's games. Let's start with Galatasaray and Juventus. Then we got the Borussia, Atalanta, and then on Wednesday we got Bodo. Am I going to join some Brodo against Inter? Brodo against Inter, merda. And yeah, these are the playoffs. Yes, because Napoli's out. Galatasaray and Juventus. I don't know if we're going to win this game, because Galatasaray, they've been a little bit dangerous. They beat Liverpool. And if Osimhen is playing, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, Raf, thank you very much. 2-0. You actually think we'll beat them 2-0? I don't know, bro. I have a bad feeling we might lose 1-0 with Galatasaray. But hey, as one of my buddies said, Spalletti can read the game. Well, because he did coach Osimhen. So I don't know, man. I kind of find it hard, but we'll see. Because we're playing in home in Galatasaray. I know we're going to play in Torino next week or something, whatever that is. Because, man, trust me, I hate the playoffs. I don't know about you. I really hate them. My wife. Oh, that's just calling me. Thank you, honey. What are you trying to say? Do I need to shut down the live? Can you give me 10, 15 minutes, please? Love you. Love you, Orazio. This little guy. You guys will be playing the first leg in Turkey, yes? So I will go 1-1 draw. I'm going 1-0 for Galatasaray. I don't see it. Because we don't have Jonathan David. He's out. And then we got Openda. I'm not really a big fan of Openda. Jonathan David, like I said, 50-50, boys. You love it, Jonathan David fans. Come attack me if you want. But even when I get in Inter, he plays scared. Yes, he gives assists whatsoever. But when he's close to that net, I don't know, c'hai i brividi, cazzo. But it's sad that he's injured. Of course, we don't want him to be injured because this is what we have. I'm not taking any hopes in Vlahovic, so I know the majority of you guys are, but just can't wait till the season ends and we get a better striker. I'm not for Jonathan David out. I'll give the guy a chance, but for me, this guy. But we'll wait and see. Maybe a miracle from Locatelli. He finally scored on Saturday. Maybe he might score again tomorrow. But we'll see. I will definitely do a live tomorrow. And before I continue, funny enough, I did not look and see how much likes. We got 11 likes. 11 likes. And still the same amount of subscribers. It's 11 likes. Let's go up to 20, boys. Let's put in some subscription, per favor. And please share and let's get things rolling, shall we? Now, after Juventus, we got Borussia Dortmund and Atalanta. 2-0 Atalanta. Guys at the chat. Then, of course, Brodo against Inter. In reality, because they are the best team of Italy, they are the Real Madrid of it. They're playing better than Real Madrid, to be honest with you. In reality, I should say 5-0 for Inter, because they're the best team of Italy, right? They're the Real Madrid of Italy. You know, they beat one of the best teams in Italy, Juventus, undefeated. But they beat Juventus fairly and square. So I'm giving a fair square win against 5-0 against Bodo. Bodo 3 e Inter merda a casa. And I'm gonna do a video. If this happens, I'm gonna do a video because I do make good brodo with a nice brodo called beef. Alla faccia vostra. You loved that one, did you? Cartonati di merda. Atalanta 2-0. I said 1-0. You're giving a tie to Inter, okay? Anthony 2-1. I get 1-0 win for Atalanta. For Inter, then we'll close it up and then we'll get into some predictions of the Serie A. I said my piece about Inter. And yeah, leave it down in the comments. I will put the predictions here and I will follow up you guys. Maybe 10, 15 minutes. Let's go. Joe Lamina. Grande. Hope to see you more often. By the way, Joe, one of my paisans here, he's from Toronto too. Well, besides Mario, Anthony Trimboli. Yes, this guy over here, he's from Toronto too. So let's go to his comment. I think Ilditz will give it to his fellow Turk. Oh, 2-1? Mamma mia. I only hope so. I don't have that much faith. And I know I'm sure the Juventini said, oh, you got to be positive. How positive I can be? Now, besides what happened Saturday, man, this team just stressed me out, man. Like, honestly. I'm all for a win, but, man, I already saw Galatasaray against Liverpool. They beat them. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I hope you're right, Paesano. I hope you are right. Since Inter on the road to Norway, I will go with 2-2 draw Bodo. So I'm the only one saying 3-0 for Bodo. Hey, they can be dangerous, Bodo. They beat Man City. We got pretty lucky, in my opinion, which we did play a good game. Don't get me wrong, but they were tough, man. It wasn't easy. So it's going to be a big fight for Inter. Then plus even if it's really cold there, you know what I mean? We'll see. All the best. What can I say? Well, not all the best. All the best for Bodo. Okay. Now, guys, continue on. Leave comments and questions. You fellow interested. Come on, you guys just disappear? Huh? Huh? Can't take the heat? So for match day 26, I'm just going to go for the big teams. Let's start with Juventus Como. As Mario Protestio say, is Como better than you? Well, we're going to find out on Saturday because we did. But remember, we lost with Tudor. Now with Spalletti. I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I'll go for a tie. Guys in the chat, I'll go for 1-1. But I will love to see a 1-0 Juve. Okay? I'm being a little bit biased in that department. But guys in the chat, Juventus in home against Como. Moving on, Lecce Inter. As much as I want to see these Bacalas to lose, they're going to win in Lecce. Come on. So I gave a 2-0 for Inter because with the small teams, they've been smashing them. So I wouldn't be surprised they're going to win. So Anthony, I said 1-1. Anthony says 2-2. Okay. So for Lecce Inter, I'm saying 2-0 for Inter. Cagliari Lazio. I'll give a Cagliari a win because this Lazio, I don't know. 1-0 for Cagliari. Raf, he's a Lazio fan. Are you going 1-0 for Juventus like me? I said a tie, but I'm being biased 1-0. Lecce 1, Inter 3. Okay. Cagliari Lazio. Raf, you're a Lazio fan. What do you think? Maybe you might beat them. Cagliari 1. Okay, Anthony and Lazio 0. Okay, let's continue on, boys. Let's continue on. Atalanta Napoli. Paladino against Ponte. Two ex-Juve players. Ponte kind of down, kind of losing his shit, if you ask me. Even based on his comments last week, I wasn't really happy about it. But in Atalanta, I'll say 1-0 for Atalanta. Cagliari, Lazio, 2-0 for Lazio. Okay. I say 1-0 Cagliari, but you might win because Cagliari lost with Roma. They've been poor. Only against us, they played the game of their lifetime. So you might win, my friend. Atalanta 2, Napoli 1. Really? I said 2-0. Okay. Milan, Parma. I'll give 1-0 to Milan. I don't think Allegri is going to walk away from this. So, and we got Roma, Cremonese. I'll close it up for Milan and Parma. I say 1-0 for Milan. Atalanta 2. Okay, you agree with me. 2-0 for Atalanta. Napoli a casa. Okay. Then we got Milan 2. Okay, I say 1-0. You say 2. We'll see. Now that Rabiot has a red card, I don't know. But it's Parma. But Parma can be dangerous. So, guys, leave your latest on the prediction. I give another 5 minutes, 10 minutes to leave the questions down below. Comments. Thank you all for joining, especially the new entry. Well, he's been a follower for a long time, Joe Lamanna. Hope to see you more often. I try to do these lives at this time, but man, you know, it's hard sometimes. So, well, but stay tuned. I might try to do the same time or a little bit early tomorrow. Let me see if I can bring some Juventini tomorrow on the show. We'll make it fun, win or lose. Milan 2, Parma 0. Okay, my fellow Paesano. Guys, thank you all for your love, support, and special thanks to my fellow Intertristi out there. It's always a pleasure to see Anthony Canosa. Don't worry, bro. I get you. You live 2 minutes away, so Poti, peace to you. Non ti preoccupare. You better pay the win with a Brodo and Lecce, then you're not going to hear the end of it. Besides that, boys, nothing much, nothing special. Oh, I forgot the midweek. versus Como. I'll go Milan 2-1. Guys, I forgot about this. Let's do the last 2-1 co. Probably going to go for a tie for this one. Thank you very much. Well, great to see you. Hope to see you all again. And stay tuned. If things work out, we will do a live tomorrow. Okay? Until then, Forza Juve, fino alla fine, e sempre per sempre a casa Inter merda. And of course, a casa tutti. Ciao ciao a you, and we will chat with you lovebirds soon. Ciao ciao e arrivederci.